What's up, guys? Kawa here. So we're going to be talking about the new characters that are coming up. This information was released by Trucos, and shoutouts to him, Marvel Trucos. He always puts out great information. Seaton made a video on the release as well. He posted it for Trucos, so we got all this information here. These are the characters coming up January, February, March, and April. So the first characters we got already, we got Sentry, and Void is coming next. And after that we got Killmonger. He's a character from Black Panther. Then we got Hulk Ragnarok. He was in the Thor Ragnarok movie. He should have been sooner. I don't know why he's coming after. Then we got Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. Nobody knows if he'll be playable, but he'd be crazy if he was. Then we got Bishop and Sabretooth and Sentinel. Those are X-Men. I don't know if there's an X-Men movie coming. I'm not sure, but those are all X-Men characters. Maybe it's just a storyline arc for X-Men. And then we got Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight. And those are the main characters that Thanos uses when he conquers places. So I'll get into each character separately and each as I go ahead. So first let's talk about Sentry. So Sentry has a chemically enhanced physiology. His powers came from a super soldier serum like Captain America, which basically allows him to have the power of 1,000 suns, and it lets him to create a phase shifting in his molecules, and he can sink in and out of normal reality. He's got molecular manipulation, superhuman strength, speed, stamina, agility, reflexes, senses, flight. He's basically invulnerable, and he can create light. He's got light projection. So he can create a light that's strong enough to burn the Hulk, and nobody knows how strong his energy blast can be. And then he's got regeneration, so he can heal himself from virtually all energies. And twice he's came back from being molecularly dispersed. And it says his immortality makes him completely immortal. He's got genius level intellect. Basically he has psychic powers too, but nobody knows how strong they are. But one time he used his psychic abilities to erase himself from the memories of every being on the planet. So this guy should be ridiculously strong, but in the game, obviously he underperforms. Like, their Marvel strength doesn't really translate to their strength in the game. Like, Blade is ridiculous, but Sentry kinda is trash right now. So until they put a Sunji in that fixes him, because apparently they don't want to fix new characters. But I just recently heard today that they might be fixing making Red Hulk better, and maybe another character as well. So they're doing beta testing, and we'll see who gets changes. So let's get on to the Void now. So the Void is basically a Sentry as well, but it's him in his dark form. Like, it's like his alter ego, I think. I think Marvel just wanted to have like someone as powerful as a Sentry, but like wrecking things and doing bad things. So they made the Void. And basically the Void allowed Sentry to like kill his own wife, and then he had to resurrect her later. In the form, he's basically everything Sentry is, but he has control over like darkness as well, negative energy. He can create tendrils of energy to do big damage. For example, they can break every bone in the body of the Hulk. Yeah, he's very powerful, and yeah, he basically looks really black and evil. In the game, he's got those effects where he puts debuffs on people, so people think that he may be god tier. He may need a high signature level, we have to see. But yeah, he could be an amazing defender or attacker, we don't really know yet. He could be like Archangel level, or he could be more like a Mephisto, we're not sure. So that's the Void. Then coming after that, we got Killmonger, and he's from the Black Panther movie. I think he's the main villain of the Black Panther movie. He's basically just a fighting guy. He had the same herb enhancement that Black Panther has that gives him superhuman senses and peak physical human abilities. And yeah, I think he just fights the same way. He'll probably look a little bit different than Black Panther. I'm guessing he'll have really cool attack animations. His armor that he wears is studded with spikes that can inject poison. And his wristbands contain an energy blast and can link up with technology, I think. And he's been killed multiple times but been brought back to life by Wakandan magic. And yeah, so who knows if he'll have maybe some regeneration effect, I don't know. He's a huge man though and powerful. He might be bigger than the Black Panther. Yeah, so he's got intellect as well and high martial arts skills. And we'll see kind of how he works in the game. Nobody knows if he'll be amazing or not, but he should be a skill champion. So there you go. Hulk Ragnarok. There's not much to say about this guy. He's basically the Hulk wearing armor. I don't think he has any different abilities or effects. I couldn't find anything, so I think he's just gonna be the Hulk, but maybe he might have a weapon like a hammer or something like in the movie. I'm not sure. I would assume they would give him that just to make him like a different play style. They might actually give him his regeneration that Hulk is supposed to have. He's supposed to have basically infinite strength that can grow infinitely and like incredible healing abilities. So we'll just see if he's different. He'll probably have some form of rage ability. Then we got Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. So it's basically just Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, as far as I know. And Thanos, we know, he's a Titan, the last of his race, and he's got basically crazy level power, and he can basically destroy everything just on his own without the gauntlet. But in the game, obviously, he sucks. But they might actually make this one good. We'll have to see. I expect him, if he's a character, to have crazy prestige, because the other Thanos has crazy prestige. But as regards to the Infinity Gauntlet has the 6 gems: time, space, soul, reality, power, and mind. And obviously time allows stopping time, slowing time, speeding up time, and it can affect aging and time travel. Space allows for teleportation, dimension manipulation, and creation of wormholes and stuff. So you can just control like area space. And then the soul gem allows manipulate the souls of the living and the dead. So I think you can just like raise people or like kill people with it. The reality gem allows he may have effects that like work differently. Like each gem on the gauntlet might do like a different ability for him, like a small change in what he does or something, or maybe he'll cycle through them as like phases. I'm not sure. And yeah, the reality gem allows the local universe alters, and yeah, so basically you can control reality with the reality gem. You can just change things around you. And then power gem, obviously it boosts the strength of all the gems, increases their power, like what they can do, and it can enhance the abilities of the user. So for Thanos, that would allow, since he has so many powers just naturally, it should allow him to use them all. Like he's obviously got like superhuman level strength, speed, intellect, stamina, but he can also I think he has like energy manipulation and teleport. I don't know if he has psychic abilities, maybe. But basically, when you have the gauntlet on, it gives you virtual omnipotence. And it's said to be up to the power level that exceeds everybody except the living tribunal and the one above all. And it said the gauntlet allowed Thanos to turn his anger into a wave of energy, and at 2% of its full strength, caused the west coast of the United States and Japan to sink underwater. And it caused the Rainbow Bridge of Asgard to shatter. And yeah. But the only weakness of the gauntlet is it doesn't work outside the universe it's in, so you can't take it into another universe and use its powers. So it's incredibly powerful, but he may end up like the Sentry. We don't know yet, and we don't know if he'll be playable. But that's the Gauntlet Thanos. Then we got Bishop here, and he's probably gonna be mutant. He's from the X-Men, and he's got different kinds of energy abilities. He's got energy absorption, energy conversion. He can shoot the energy as concussive blast. He's got accelerated healing, enhanced speed, strength, stamina, endurance, near invulnerability, and energy resistance. So we can expect some kind of like maybe high burst damage character. He's got a cybernetic arm and a bionic eye. So basically the eye is robotic, and basically you just hit him with energy attacks and then he reflects the energy damage back. But I think he can be overloaded if he takes too much damage. Yeah, so as far as power level, we don't know how strong he'll be. In the comics, he's got above average stats, so I don't know, he could be like a Gambit, kind of, because Gambit's similar, where he's got like good strength in the comics, but then in the game he's not the best. But we'll just have to see how his concussion blasts work and how his energy conversion works. Hopefully he turns out to be strong, because I think he's a decent character. Then we got Sabretooth next. And Sabretooth is basically the same as like a Wolverine. He's just gonna probably have bleed damage and probably some sort of regeneration. So his main power is basically his accelerated regeneration. He can heal injuries really fast, such as gunshot wounds, slashes, and burns. It's nearly as strong as Wolverine's regen, but not quite as strong. He's also got virtual immunity to poisons and drugs, it says, immune to diseases. He's got extended life, superhuman stamina. He's got obviously strength, speed, agility, reflexes, senses. He's got claws and fangs. So he's got like canine teeth, like a big cat teeth, larger than human teeth, and he's got retractable talons, 3-inch talons on his fingers and toes. He can cut through most types of flesh and natural materials, and he's got psionic resistance, so he becomes immune to telepathic manipulation sometimes. I think it like comes on and off, I'm not sure. He's obviously a skilled fighter. He's cunning. His strength is decent. He's got an adamantium lace skeleton. So similar to Wolverine's. And his claws are adamantium laced too, I think. But it depends what version of him they use. And I hope he's a good character, but it's hard to say like how good they make him. He could be an old man Logan, or he could be like a OG Wolverine. We'll have to see how he turns out. But he's like tall, 6'6", so I guess he'll have like a Venom body type probably, and bleeds, so similar to Venom maybe, but hopefully with regeneration. Who knows? Hopefully they don't just make every character a defender. Then we got Sentinels next. He has to be tech, right? They're giant size, so hopefully they make a new character model for Sentinel, like a really big body. And obviously Sentinels are robots. They have a vast array of abilities. They can shoot energy, they can fly. They usually use energy blasts and restraining device from different parts of their bodies. They have detection systems. Some of them can reassemble themselves after being destroyed. It'd be cool if they used the Nimrod version of Sentinel. That's the one from the future, because he's like on another level. He can like change his molecular structure and do all sorts of different things. They were in the one X-Men movie. Those ones are like the scary Sentinels. The regular ones Wolverine cuts apart like Tin Men, but we'll see how the Sentinels turn out. I don't know if they're going to be playable characters or they're just going to be like general like guys like like those little venomoids and stuff, symbiotes. But hopefully he's playable because he'd be a sweet character. Corvus Glaive is next. Him and Proxima Midnight should be cosmic to match Thanos because they're basically the servants of him. They're part of like his little army, but they could be skill. Either one could be skill, but I'm guessing cosmic. So basically, Corvus Glaive, he's the brother of a black dwarf and husband of Proxima Midnight. Corvus Glaive is Thanos' right-hand man. He's a master strategist with superhuman stats. He's leading Thanos' armies most of the time, but he's practically immortal as long as he has his glaive. His glaive gives him like immortality. And basically he forces planets for Thanos that he conquers to pay tribute to Thanos. So he's decent. If you destroy the glaive, he can die. The glaive he wields is capable of splitting atoms, meaning it can cut virtually anything, including Hulk and the skin of Hyperion. But if the blade remains unbroken, it allows his body to be resurrected from any affliction, even being atomized. But in the comics, he dies when Thanos destroys his glaive and then forces Corvus Glaive to kill himself with his own glaive. So it's kind of like Moon Knight, or he'll probably have like staff-like animations and cutting animations with like a long glaive weapon. As far as powers, he doesn't really have that many powers except for immortality, so he might trigger indestructible, or he might resurrect if he dies. I don't know. He seems okay. He could be god tier, he could be crap. Nobody knows yet. And then the other character, the last one that we know is coming from Marvel Trucos, is Proxima Midnight. And she's basically a masterful warrior who wields a fierce forged from the sun, distorted by space-time that contains the powers of a new star and a supernova. She's among Thanos' most elite warriors. When she throws the spear, it transforms into multiple arcs of light that never miss. And if that wasn't good enough, they are also covered in a lethal toxin. So, how strong is she? One time she owned the Hulk. And yeah, she pierced him with the spear. And that spear is nasty. So both of them have like long weapons, like big, heavy weapons. And hopefully she'll be fast, mobile. I'm guessing she'll be a fluid fighter, kind of like Medusa, hopefully. She'll probably have some sort of poison effects, and her spear will probably like shoot out from her and come back, maybe. It can go in multiple arcs and like bounce around the spear, but it's supposed to never miss. So probably it'll be similar animations to like maybe like the Yaka arrow when she shoots it. Yeah. As far as her own powers, she's just similar to Corvus Glaive. She's got 9 vulnerability with superhuman strength, speed, endurance, and she's kicked a lot of people's asses. So yeah, she's from the Black Order of Thanos. That's like his main like leaders that he controls. So that's all the guys coming out. Hope you guys like the video. Please hit like, please hit sub. I'll try to be putting out more videos daily. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys later.